going to put it right between our shoulder blades, and we're going to go against the wall. So we're right against the wall, and I have it between my spine and my shoulder blade, and I'm going to go up and down. So I have my feet a little further in front of me, so I'm kind of leaning back at an angle, up and down. Again, if you really don't have a ball, you can't find one, we can do upper back rolling on the roller. This just allows us to get into some more nooks and crannies with the ball up against the wall. So good. Up and down. Breathing. I'm on my right side right now. You could be on your right or your left. Either is fine. Good. You're going to be here for about 30 more seconds. Then we'll switch to the other side. Breathe. We've got about 15 more seconds, and if your ball gets a little high, you can just readjust. Good. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do the other side now. So I'm doing mine on my left now, so placing that ball between my spine and my shoulder blade on the left. Remember, my feet are walked out a little bit away from the wall, probably like 1.5 feet. Up and down. If you spend a lot of time at the computer, this one will probably feel pretty good. If you're sore from any of my boxing conditioning classes, this one will probably feel pretty good. Keep moving. Up and down. We've got 20 seconds. Awesome. We've got 10 seconds. For 3, for 2, for 1. Awesome. All right, so now we're going to roll the tops right here of our traps. So in order to do that, you're going to have to actually kind of lean away from the wall. So I'm putting mine on my right side, closest to my spine, not my shoulder. I'm walking my feet out, and then I can roll across till I get out to my shoulder and back in. Good. It might be a little crunchy in there. It's not terrible. You want to slowly break that up over time. Remember, most important thing when rolling is you got to relax into it as best you can. If you have tense, tight muscles, it's going to be no bueno. Good, side to side. We still have 30 seconds here. In order to get at the top of your traps, your feet have to be away from you. You have to be leaning back with hips way out in front. You can adjust as necessary if the ball starts to get away from you a little bit. Good. You're here for about 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. So put it as close to your spine without touching your spine as you can on the top of your trap. Make that a little low. There we go. And then roll side to side. And I'm rolling all the way out there to my shoulder and back to my spine, but I'm not going over any bones. Good. Side. For whatever reason, my ball's a little unruly on my left side. Could just be the fact that I'm not as coordinated on my left side. Good, we're here for the next 20 seconds. Awesome. 15 seconds to go. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Come away from your wall. We're going to come down to the ground. We are going to have a seat on our roller. Don't worry, we will come back to that ball here in a little bit. If you are somebody who went and got it and is thinking, oh, went through all that trouble to get it. Let me turn this way. Now we're not even using it. We will again. Okay, so have a seat on your roller. Cross right ankle over left knee. Lift up. And so now I'm only on my right hip / glute. I have my spine, my tailbone is not touching the roller. My left butt cheek is not touching it, only my right. And we're going to roll back and forth. Switch this way so you can see me. Good, just rolling back and forth. This recovery work is oftentimes more important than the actual workouts that we do, so make sure you are making time for it every day. I know, crazy, right? So much to think about, but you can do it. It doesn't have to be for very long. Keep moving. Really try to drop your hip down as close to the ground as you can so you can get into that piriformis. That medial glute. Good. Awesome. And let's do the other side. So, cross my left over. As you can see, completely lifting my tailbone off, rolling on the other side. My left hand is down on the ground. My right hand is holding onto my left leg. Breathe. If you find you have any sensitive areas, hang out there. Roll there for 30 to 90 seconds, just little small rolls back and forth to start to release that trigger point that's formed. Good. We're here for about 20 more seconds. Breathe. Awesome. All right, so now we're going to go into our IT bands. We'll go to IT bands on the right, then IT bands on the left. IT band on the right. I'm going to lay my elbow down on the ground, and I'm actually going to start way down here so that you guys can see me as I actually roll. So I have my right hip on the roller. My left leg is crossed over the top here. I am going to press or push with my left leg, keeping my right leg just relaxed as I walk myself up my mat and roll to the knee. Now, I'm going from hip to knee, nice and slow. It shouldn't be super fast. It won't do us any good if we're going through it really fast and or if we're tense while we do it. So going a little slower allows us to relax into the roll. This is number 3, and we're doing 7. Good. This might be super sensitive for you. You'll get through it, I promise, and it will get better more and more you roll. Good. We've got 2 more. We've got 1 more. And other side. Come off that roller. You can just flip over to the other side if you want. I'm turning around so you can see me. Straight bottom leg. Top leg is bent and is pushing. Maybe started too far down. Nice. Good job. Keep moving. Hip to knee. We've got 4 more. It's 1. All the way nice and slow. And 2. And 3. Last one. And 4. Awesome. All right. We're going to go flat down on the quads. So, let me turn this way actually. Put it right above your knees, down on your forearms. You're going to use your forearms to push you backwards and to pull you forwards. At no point in time are you going over your kneecaps or any other bones for that matter. Just pulling and pushing with your arms. You're here for 30 more seconds. Go ahead and turn your toes out and your heels together on this next one. You're probably going to feel a little sensitivity towards the knees, completely normal. In an area we all need to roll more. Good, we have about 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right. Coming onto that anterior tibialis or that shin, we are going to put our knee on there, and then we're going to rotate. So if I put my knee straight on it, then I want to think almost like I'm going to pigeon. I'm going to bring that knee across the body slightly. So now I end up on the muscly part here on the outside of my shin. If I think about my shin bone kind of going straight down the front of my leg, and I'm going to roll from my ankle to my knee. So I'm not on any bones, I'm on that muscle that's kind of right. Since I'm on my left, it's right to the left of what I think of as my shin bone. And for me, I have a little more sensitivity down closer to the ankle, probably because I've torn like every ligament in my ankles before, right? So you may have it closer to the knee. Totally fine. Main thing is that we're releasing and allowing our muscles to go back through their proper ranges of motion. 2 more rolls, and then we'll do the other side. Last one. Awesome. Other side. So, knee goes on there straight, then tuck it under just ever so slightly so that you are not on the bone. Instead, you are on the muscle. Good job. Keep going. Good work. You've got 2 more rolls, all the way up, all the way down. 1 more. And awesome. Let's go to the calves. All right, have a seat on your butte. Placing both feet right on the roller. cross at the ankle. Cross your right over your left. You're going to be using your upper body to lift yourself up. If that is too hard, bring the right foot down and use that to help you, all right? So let me scooch back so you'll be able to see me. So it's right at my ankle. I'm crossing the other one over. I'm lifting up and rolling from Achilles to right before I get behind the knee and back. You can set yourself down as many times as you need to in order to go the full length of your calf. Your calves may be sore. I know mine are always sore. They are like the heart of the legs. They pump all the blood through the legs. So we want to always make sure we spend some time rolling them out so they don't get stagnant in there, right? We don't want any stagnation. We want our blood to flow properly. Good. Awesome. One more time. Ooh, sore for me down at the bottom there. Hang out there for the next 20 seconds. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, staying on the left. I am going to rotate from the hip. I am going to turn my foot out. So this is going to get a different part of my calves. Again, I'm going to add the pressure of my top leg, or you can still have your leg to the side. And roll. I was like, that felt too easy, and then I realized I wasn't putting enough pressure into it. Now I can feel it. Good. Breathe. Nice and slow. Remember, this is not fast. We need our muscles to relax in order for this to do us any good. And good. Turn the foot in. Again, moving from the hip, not from the knee. Turn that foot in. You're going to get the inner part of your calf. For most people, this is where it's most sore, between outer and inner. But it just depends on the way you walk and any injuries you've had in the past, and do you wear high heels all the time, you know, all that kind of stuff. Breathe. We're going to do 3 more passes. Then we're moving on to the other side. That's 1. Good. That's 2. Last one, all the way down, all the way back up. 3. Awesome. All right, moving on to the right leg, or opposite leg if you were just doing right leg. All right. Remember, we're back centered. We turn out, we turn in. So here we go, center. Oh, my right leg is, my dominant leg. And it's always so much more sore than the other one. Actually, I used to be really, really, really good about foam rolling for about 15 minutes every day. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't spend that much time on it anymore. Like, I'm more like a 3 minutes, right? I just work what feels like it needs worked. But I used to spend like 15 minutes a day on my calves when I was running professionally, and that was like the best they had ever felt. They do not feel amazing right now. Need to get back to it. Good. 3 more passes here. The full length. That's 1. That's 2. 1 more. If you're going much faster than me, you gotta slow down. Like I said, it needs to be nice and slow so your muscle can relax. And 3. Good. Turn the ankle out. Here we go, outer part. See, this one is not bad at all, actually. But that means probably when I turn my foot in, it's going to be painful. Beautiful. Keep moving. Okay, one more. And awesome. All right, turn it in. This is the last one here on the calves, and then we're actually going to go to the back with our ball and finish with the ball on our feet. So, unless you have a giant ball, let me know. But go ahead and turn the toes in. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Oh, Rosa. Rosa's been popping in and out of my classes all day. Welcome, Rosa. Good. Remember, applying the pressure allows you to get a little deeper, but don't do it if it's causing you like sharp electrical shooting pain, any of that. You don't want that. Can't release something if it's, you know, all tense and painful. There we go, last one. And awesome. Okay, so hopefully you have a small ball of some nature. I'm using this little guy. It could be a tennis ball. A golf ball will work, although it will be painful, just an FYI. But a pinky ball, a release ball, whatever it might be, go ahead and grab it. I'm going to turn this way so you can see. So my spine is here. I'm going to put it right to the left of my spine, okay? So to the left of my spine, and I'm going to let my weight sink down into it. Once my weight has sunk down into it, I'm going to shift my hips to the right, which is going to cause the ball to roll and pull the muscle away from my spine. So I'm going to shift and pull the muscle away. Then I'm going to come back and pull again. So sink into it and pull. Sink into it and pull. So by each vertebrae, you're going to do that 3 or 4 times, depending on what your body needs. And then you're going to move up just ever so slightly and do that again. Now you're going to go until you run into your low ribs. So we don't want to go over any of the ribs. So allow your body to sink into it and then roll out. If you get low back discomfort, especially from all that being seated everybody is doing these days, this one can be super comforting for you. Good. And you may come across where your psoas and your QL insert, and it may be sensitive there, and that's from all the sitting. Good. But this can help release it. Awesome. Keep rolling. This one is actually one of my very favorite ways to roll. For whatever reason, for me, it just like feels so good. When I get up, I always feel like my spine can move a little bit better. Good. I'm going to go up one more time because then I'm getting into those low ribs. Make sure you really let your body weight sink into it and then pull. Your whole goal is to pull the muscle away from the spine. Good. All right, I'm going to head to the other side. So, again, I'm dropping all my weight down into it. I'm as close to the top of my booty and my spine as I can be. And now I'm shifting to the left. So that I'm pulling the muscle away on the right side. Good job. And move up your spine. Not uncommon to have one side be more sore than the other. We have all kinds of compensation patterns that form in the body. You may not even realize that you might have a rotational compensation pattern, or that your right or left is working harder than the other side because of something else that's going on. So we're basically just giving ourselves a little self-massage here. I'm going to move up again. And helping our muscles remember. Sorry, I think I lost you guys for a second, but we're helping our muscles figure out where they're supposed to be in space by helping them release and get back to their normal ranges of motion. Honestly, this is one of the rolling exercises that I would encourage everyone who spends a lot of time seated to do every single day. Good, I'm going to move up one more, and then I'm into my low ribs, so. After this, we're going to actually go to our feet to finish up, so you'll have to take your shoes off if you have shoes on. I'm going to do 3, 2, last one, and awesome. All right, come on up, take your shoes off if you have them on, and then we will stand on up to finish it out. All right, I like to encourage people to stand next to a wall, something they can hold on to. So go ahead and place that ball right by the heel of your right foot. You're going to put as much weight into that as you can. Roll. I don't know why, sorry, the broadcast keeps getting interrupted, but I want you to roll, keeping your foot as relaxed as possible, all the way to the toes. And back, putting in as much pressure as you can while allowing your foot to stay relaxed. Meaning that as you roll over different parts of your foot, your toes are going to move naturally on their own. You can roll straight down the center. You can roll out to the sides. And you should roll all kind of inner part. You should roll center. You should roll outer parts. Being able to, there's people who believe that being able to articulate through your feet can actually prevent injuries all the way up the chain of your body. So making sure that you have really good mobility and range of motion and flexibility of your feet is important. They're so used to getting like stuffed into shoes all day long that they actually stop working the way they were designed to work. All right, switch to the other side. Actually, before you do that, just walk around for a second and see, do I feel like I can articulate better through my foot that I just rolled than the other? I know for me, I always feel like I can push off better. So see if you can't articulate a little better and then do the other side. And in an ideal world, we would do both sides twice, but today we don't have enough time. So we're going to finish up with this because I'm actually a little over my time right now. So if you need to jump to body sculpting with Andrea, please do. But I want to finish out this left foot. Make sure you get the outer part of the foot as well as the inner part of the foot. Feel some things moving around in there. It's maybe a little crunchy. Means you need to spend a little more time on your feet. Good. We've got about 45 seconds here, and then we'll be done for today. Allow the toes to relax. Allow the foot to naturally move around that ball. Good job. Rotate your foot so you get not just down the center, but you get the inner part of the foot. For me, on my left foot, that inner part is a little more sensitive. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Thank you so much for joining me for 30 minutes of rolling.